Hello folks and welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn, a space-based colony builder survival game made by Hemimont Games, who are the same people who made Surviving Mars, which is their biggest, most recent one. They did Jagged Alliance 3, which has been a nice return to the Jagged Alliance series after a lot of not so great games. They also did the later Tropico games, like Tropicos 3, 4, and 5, amongst other things. They made a colony builder, a colony simulator, where you are stranded on an alien planet. And I've decided to do that now. We're going to play that now. The game has four main scenarios. There's a crash landing, which is the default one. While en route to the outer worlds, a passenger ship, Alien Dawn, suffers a catastrophic hyperdrive malfunction and starts breaking apart in the orbit of an unknown planet. Up to 4 passengers reach one of the emergency landing pods, and then your job is to find your way back. There's also the trading outpost, where up to 3 people land on a planet with all the money they had, and they have to basically earn enough Galacticoins to buy the planet. Then you have the team of adventurers. Up to 6 team members drop on a planet, and they have to build and establish communications and keep a relay up and running. Then there's Guardians. A small group of rebels rescues the first sentient android named Hope from a ruthless robot manufacturing consortium. Up to 3 team members seek refuge on an uncharted planet within the Outer Worlds. This is the story of their rebellion, and your mission is to safeguard Hope until she achieves full sentience. This is the one with the most story involved. But I have played the Guardians storyline before, so I was thinking about doing the Trading Outpost storyline. There will be other, hopefully there will be other things as well, but I want to try the Trading Outpost storyline. The 3 outcasts, 3 passengers, we have to land and we have to build a successful colony. Not just for survival, but we have to be building trade goods to earn enough money to buy the planet. In regions, you have the temperate region, the swampy region, and the desert region. I've played on the Subrious and Saltu regions before, so we'll play desert regions now. This, I think, as far as I'm aware, in the temperate region, you have to worry about the seasons, whereas in the desert, you have to worry about the wet season and the dry season rather than the hot season and the cold season. So we'll do that. Moon is basically like the narrators for RimWorld. RimWorld is also an appropriate game to call this, to compare this to. So you have Concordia, which is the default one, Goddess of Balance. Then you have Jason, which is tough challenges but time to prepare for them. Nyx, which is the Goddess of Night and governs everything that lurks in the dark. So hard, I guess, and chaos is just random. I think I'm going to go for Jason. Hard challenges, but with time to prepare for them. Game difficulty basically affects your starting resources. So you can start with a bunch of spare stuff. Just some basic medium stuff. Hard. Very hard. Oh, we start with 60,000 Galacticoins. Okay, when you're not playing... Is that my phone? That was my phone. Sorry. When you're playing in not trade mode, you don't start with any Galacticoins. So if you start with medium, you start with 60,000 Galacticoins. I wonder how many Galacticoins we need, therefore, to buy the planet. Seed. There apparently are several good seeds, but we're going to use Space Captain, because this is me. Right. This is me, after all. Oop, wow, space, there you go. Space Captain. And game rules are any modifiers you want to add to the game. Big Family allows you to increase the number of survivors you find by 2. I'm going to turn that on so we can have more people. We start with 3, but you're capped at a larger cap. Which doesn't necessarily make things easier, because more people is more food consumed and so forth. Eternal Bliss means everyone's permanently happy. Or at least permanently have a huge boost to happiness, which makes the game a lot easier. We'll take Fast Feet, which is basically a permanent movement speed buff for everyone, which just saves time for us, because people will be walking around. Instead of them walking around, they just walk around faster. Peace First disables aggressive animal attacks in all scenarios, disables robot attacks in the Guardian scenario. We have to worry about animal attacks. Random survivors, instead of getting to pick our survivors, we start with a random cast of survivors. As a bonus, all survivors capable of combat have a railgun sniper, so you don't get to pick your survivors, but on the flip side of that is anyone who can fire a gun has one of the best guns in the game. And instead of spending 3 hours discussing which survivors we'll pick up, we'll take that now. because it'll just save us time. Lost cause is all survivor skills set to 0, and overqualified also so it's set to 10. 6 if they're indifferent, 0 if they're incapable. We'll start with these 3 skills here. In the desert region, Jason, Space Captain Seed. Let's go. One of the things that intrigued me about Stranded New Dawn is that you're on an alien planet, so you don't necessarily know what the hell's happening around here. There aren't things that are... These things aren't human things. We're not on Earth. So these plants around them, we don't know what they do. And even more so, because I've never been in this biome, there's lots of stuff in this biome that I haven't seen before. So if you pause here, we have Canna, Melody, and Vivian, our 3 starting people. We have also our landing pod, which is actually a proper trading pod we have here. In the other starts, you basically crash land. Whereas here, no, we start with a fully automated cargo vessel that we can use for trading, which is cool. That's nice. We'll start with some electronics, some fuel which is to be used for the trading pod, some metal alloys, a bunch of things over here. Nice. And they can all use guns, so we've got 3 railgun snipers. That's impressive. Right. So, what's around us right now? So we have these trees. We don't know what they are. They're a dry tree. We don't know what they are. We have a palm bush. Unknown plant species. The whole point, there's a lot of things we don't know what they are. There's some blade grass there, which is hay. We don't know what it is, but it's basically hay. Wide-leafed plant of some kind. More palm bushes. Broadleaf bushes. Dry trees. There's a long-tailed reptile over there. We have some cactuses, some tall cactuses. We have a bloated insect. Tall grass, which isn't the same as blade grass. We have some humped animals. Maybe we can start a little farm here. We have some branched cactus. We have basically we have a lot of different things here. Right, so who do we have with us? We have Canna, Melody, and Vivian. Canna. All the characters have health, they have happiness, they have fullness, which is food, rest, sleep, and relaxation as they have to chill. It's currently -5 outside, so hopefully that'll stop soon. So okay, we do have to worry about some coldness, fair enough. Heat tolerance, their health, they have their full body health, they have brains, they've got liver, they've got kidneys, stomach, heart, and lungs, they can have conditions. Pain, consciousness, movement, manipulation, and temperature, internal body temperature. They have they have happiness. We have new beginning because we just started. We've got 5 days worth of new beginning. They're wearing their t-shirt, spaceship pants, sneakers, spaceship jacket, and all of them have railgun snipers. They have skills. They've got the combat skill, the construction skill, the cooking skill, crafting, farming, healing, intellect, and physical. So physical's for mining and scavenging, cutting down trees. Intellect is for researching and observing. Healing is for healing people up. Farming, crafting, cooking, construction, combat, they're all self-explanatory. If someone is indifferent, they have lower XP gain. If they're interested, they have boosted XP gain. If they are incapable, they can't do the skill. Right, Kana Ito, female, 25, an inspirational writer, occasionally relaxes by writing short stories that inspire others when read. Vegetarian, refuses to eat meat. Farm owner, has partial or complete ownership of the Alien Dawn farm, doesn't require wages, aspires to own the planet. Wait, we have to have workers. Oh, interesting, that's cool, I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. So favorite is veggie stew, which is very helpful actually, because that's the first thing you can make, really. Vegetarian, but likes veggies too. Appreciating decorations, likes just to look at pretty things. From satisfyingly gross slimes to intricate jewelry, there's nothing that the talented Kana can't make from regular household items and cheap craft supplies. Her book, Change Your Life with the Magic of DIY, became a bestseller, and Kana has millions of followers on social media, eagerly awaiting her latest tips and tricks. Yeah, your crafting skill is 6, which is very high for a starter. We have Melody. Melody, female, 39, impeccable healer, can't fail a medical treatment, and natural leader, occasionally motivates others by increasing their manipulation efficiency. And also a farm owner, likes kimchi, likes playing arcade games. A revered expert in the field of naturopathic medicine, Melody found herself lost in space after an accident which severed all means of contact with her home planet. Driven by a relentless longing to return to her people, other than buying this farm. Melody embraces her role as a guiding light and healer. Her wisdom in ancient medicinal arts and profound knowledge of herbal remedies brings solace to those she tends to. With each passing day, her resilience grows stronger as she searches for a way to reconnect with lost family and friends, while preserving their ancestral wisdom and carrying the weight of her heritage. So I'm assuming you're good at... So you're good at healing and intellect. You're interested in both of those. You're indifferent to construction, which means you're also capped at 6. You can fight, so you do have the gun, but you don't have any skill in shooting. Cooking, crafting, farming, and physical. And Vivian cannot heal, incapable of healing. Hemophobia, scared of blood. So combat, cooking. So okay, so we have construction, we have cooking and crafting. Although technically your crafting is really good. You potentially can be better at crafting in the long run, if we keep that nurtured. And we have healing and intellect. So we have our researcher with Melody. We have our construction person with Kana, also crafting. We have a cook in Vivian. Female at 65. Avid tailor. 4 times work speed when crafting things from fabrics or leather. Can't perform healing tasks. Owner of the planet, like grain porridge and playing music. Vivian grew up in a community that was exploited by criminal scum, and life was harder than anyone would dare to admit. Unable to save her mother from a gruesome fate and determined to provide a better future for her then teenage son Umair, she made the impossible choice to escape. She changed her name and started a new life in a remote world, raising the child on her own and trying to hide their past from his sharp, perceptive eyes. Okay, so there's 4 of us there. There's 3 of us there. So what else do we have to worry about here? We've got some flat-headed animal. Insect of some kind. We have some tube plants. So first things first is shelter. We need to get some shelter done. Shelter, research. We have a very... Farming here is going to be complicated, isn't it? I just realized farming here is not going to be great because, you know... What do we have here? That's a nest formation. Spike-tailed insect. Seems aggressive. Okay, so these are hostile. We have here a pointy red plant. Palm trees. Twisted plants. Okay, hang on. So we have... Did you start with tech already? There's research activities and so forth. Research. Did we start with any tech? We have safes. Money takes so much place. There's a place to store money. Long distance travel, flamethrowers, incendiary traps, electric grids, thermal cloth, sleep training. Now, one thing that this game does for research, which is what they did also in Surviving Mars, is that you have your base research, but your breakthroughs are randomized. Your breakthroughs change depending on what's happening over every playthrough. You'll have metal refinement, electric grids, etc. But breakthroughs can change, and you can find more breakthroughs as you go along. So our current breakthroughs include sleep training, hay cloth, making cloth from hay, meat printing, turning fuel into meat in 3D printers, improving the fuel of hot air balloon usage, and improved railgun snipers, which is good because we got railguns. Right, let's first of all get some storage up and running. So some shelter and storage. So orders, we can collect, we can cut, we can mine, we can harvest. There's some rocks over there as well. Emergency rations. Okay, camping, shelters, campfires, sleeping spots, signs and graves. So farming, we can farm. We know how to farm chew root already. That's good. And we know how to farm cure plants. Cool. We got some storage, we got some furniture. Production, we can make a workbench, which we will have to do as well. And science, we can make a research desk. And defense, we can already make traps and so forth. Interesting. Right, let's start building our first shelters then. So, these are scrap metal, or do you want to start? Do you have any place we can start getting bushes from? These palm bushes gives us sticks. You know what? No, it's good. We have scrap metal. We have 120 scrap metal. So let's go for... We'll make these... Actually, one thing I want to find out is, on the floor here, what's our floor? So chew root, minimum growing temperature 0, temperature tolerance 30, so it's 50, so it gets as hot as it needs to get. Harvesting destroys the plant. Outputs chew roots, etc, etc, etc. Cool. Grow slowly, but yield good harvest, which doesn't spoil easily. So this is soil, clay. This is silt. Okay, so this stuff over here is the better earth for the purposes of growing. Okay, so this is farmland, this is not. So we shall start off with making some shelters. Shelter costs 30 scrap metal. So we'll put one down there, which gives us a space there. But we can also put down another one there, and they pair up nicely. We'll put another pair of shelters down here as well. That is all my scrap metal, unfortunately. We'll also do camp sleeping spots. Three sleeping spots there, and we'll also set up our storage space. We need wood. If you have wood, we can make storage shelves. Cannot fit large construction resources. That's fine. Can we get some trees? I want to find out what these are, though, because these are clearly not normal trees. They've got these massive things on them. Maybe we can make a further use of them. But we'll construct the shelter. You know what? Get some observation done. Observe the dry tree. Find out what that is. And you observe these branch cactus. The whole point is you have to start observing what these things do, what they do for us. Yeah, so is only Canna down for construction? If you go to manage activities, only Canna is down for construction. If you're all down for observation, I'll turn observation off for you. Melody is our main researcher. You want to craft, don't you? Vivian is our crafter and our cook, but right now we haven't got space for that. There's also this palm bush, wide-leafed plant, rounded cactus over there, succulents over here. Okay, there's a bunch of things we need to discover what they do, what they are. Maybe they're useful for us, maybe they're not useful for us. Let me speed up time a little bit. At the moment, there's nothing really happening for us here. There's the dry tree. I'm assuming these palm trees are going to be basic stuff as well, so I'll put... wide-leaf plant is here as well. Observe all these things, please. So dry tree. Because Canna's done, right? Did you build... Oh, I wanted to build the storage. Let's put some basic stockpiles for now, then. Basic stockpiles, please. Okay, the dry tree. A tea-ball tree. The dry tree seems to be very much alive. It has a vast root system which absorbs all the moisture it can find, concentrating in big, hard-shelled bulbs which protect the fruits. The fruits themselves are bitterly sour and made my mouth sting for hours. I wouldn't repeat eating them if I could afford not to, but maybe they will taste better when cooked or boiled into tea. So we can now plant tea-ball trees and harvest tea-balls. So we can cut the tree down for wood. If we can you can cut palm trees down for wood, and palm trees seem to be better for a better wood source. So these harvest tea-balls. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ask people to start harvesting the tea-balls. If there are any tea-balls that can be harvested, please harvest them. So you can know what we can do with tea-balls. You're observing the palm tree, you're observing the branch cactus. Right. We've harvested tea-balls. Discovery branched cactus. Unfortunately, the branch cactus is not edible. However, its slightly poisonous juice has some medicinal properties. We can harvest cactus slime, and we can craft antibiotics on a workbench. 40 cactus slime gives us 1 antibiotics. That's good to know. Although we have cure plants, don't we? They take a while to grow, but they do work. They harvest specifically into cactus slime. Okay. So this stuff is what? Happiness effect -6, and there's a chance to get poisoning, which means we do need a way to get food here. Can we build a campfire? We need sticks and stones that break our bones. Okay, let's start mining some of the stuff here. And can we get some sticks as well? This palm bush as well gives sticks. We're getting stone, which is good. Could be the palm tree. Palm tree is just wood, that's fine. I was hoping to find some edible fruits growing in the palm, but unfortunately that was not the case. The trees produce small bright fruits with hard shell and extremely bitter core. I'd rather bury them deep than forget that taste. Okay, we can plant palm trees and get wood, but we have a way of getting wood now. Palm tree, cut the palm tree down, cut that palm tree down. Cut that palm tree down. Eating on foot is a problem for them as well. 8 on foot is a negative. We put cut here. Cut everything. No, don't cut everything. I just realized that was a bit of a mistake there. Okay, we're getting some wood. It's almost nighttime as well. 27. Motivation. Someone's motivated. Motivation. Oh yeah, because Melody motivates. Motivated Vivian. Yes, Melody motivates people. Okay, we got some wood. What can we do with wood? We can plant trees. Branching, storage. We can make some storage shelves. Oh, actually, what I need to do, I need to get myself a research desk up and running. Wooden research desk, please, as soon as possible, because I need to start researching. Research. What is it? It is basics of construction, because we haven't got houses yet. We need to start doing houses. Discovery of the palm bush for sticks. Fine, that's fine. No problem at all. Cut those palm trees down. Cut the palm trees down. Leave these wildleaf plants until we know what they are. I also want to see what this blade tall grass does as well. A lot of the branch cactuses everywhere here. We need to start putting maybe also scavenging some stuff over here. Tall grass. See, that's the tall grass over there. You go examine that one, please. Okay. This is the wideleaf plant. Palm bushes, etc., etc. Broadleaf bush. We can observe that too, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be purely just what is word? Insulted Melody's sense of humor. That's not going to go well in the long term. It's chilly at night. I know. I'm sorry. One thing is, okay, can we build a campfire now? Stone campfire. We haven't got the scrap metal for this otherwise. Put a stone campfire like here. They're all cold now. Yeah, it is cold for them. No research desk. Cutting that up. 80%, 60% on that one. Also need to find out about the tall cacti. What do they do for me? Can it reach physical too? It'll improve the speed for everyone, which is very, very good. Right. It is definitely chilly. It's dry season. Things are actually colder than I thought they were going to be. Eat that. We need to start getting food because they're eating. Construct the campfire first, please. Small broadleaf bush. Need more sticks. That's fine. Okay, did you make that? Okay, good. So there's fuel for 2 days here. Hot drinks. We can make T-ball tea, which is a 100% chance to get minor pain relief on consumption, and a vegetarian happiness drink. Sounds good. Or we can have veggie soup, which we can't make veggie soup at the moment. We cannot cook the T-balls into veggie soup. They can cook emergency rations. Quickly boil an emergency ration. You know what? You want cook me until we have. I think that's how this goes. This goes. What's the recipe here? We have 20 T-balls into 5 tea. Oh, to be fair, there's nothing else. So we can cook until we have 10 tea. Go on. Cook that away, please. We can harvest more T-balls over there. Anyways, can we also start farming? Because we have the chew root. The sooner we get this up and growing, the better it's going to be for us. So I'm going to put a 6x6 here. No idea if that's too much, too little. We're going to plant a 6x6. Kana, you're not researching. Who's our researcher? Hang on. I'll go to management, activities. Canna, you don't research. Melody's our researcher. I'll let Vivian do some observation as well. Okay, they're planting as well, that's good. Okay, that's good. We've got tea. Hang on, wait a second. Activities. Who's cooking? Vivian is our cook. Let Vivian cook. Let her cook. We have some tea now. Okay, we have some tea. We're transporting the fuel in. Observing tall grass. Melody, what are you observing? You're observing the white leaf plant. Sure, why not? Do we have anything else cooked up while we're waiting for this? I'm gonna cook some... So, hang on. So, time for harvest, 24 days. New harvest every 12 days. So it's slow growing. 8 days until we get some cure plants as well. There's a way to get some antibiotics. Let's put them down here. 60, whoa, 60 growth. You grow well in soil. What about you? 60% growth. Okay, you prefer clay. Okay, so they have different requirements. We'll put a 6x6, which is technically a 3x3 back there. Planting some cure plants. We harvest out the harvest meat. H, okay. We have learned. Paint, scavenging. Landing pod and spaceship debris contain a variety of useful resources such as emergency rations, first aid kits, scrap metal, electronic components, and equipment. The only drawback is you never know exactly what you might find there, so scavenging is not a long-term reliable source of resources. Scavenging is done in several stages. Yes. We can start scavenging. We can start scavenging this as well when you get a moment. Melody, no. You're almost done. Observe the white leaf plant, please. You're almost done with that. Finish up. Now you can scavenge. New research, tea boiling, discovery, smoke leaf, fleeing danger, canna. Who are you fleeing danger from? Miss. Oh, there's fighting. These things are... Okay, so, there you go. Tea boiling. The smoke leaf plant might have another use. The white leaves of this plant are remarkably similar to a rare and expensive type of tobacco. It actually got banned on my homeworld a few years ago. Its price shot up even higher. Don't ask me how I know this. Anyway, if I'm correct, these smoke leaf plants contain several alkaloid stimulants which can be drawn out by drying the leaves. Grind them, stick them in a pipe, and you get a great mood booster. No hangovers or other side effects that I know of. So we can harvest raw smoke leaf, we can plant smoke leaf in farms, we can dry raw smoke leaf into dried smoke leaf in a drying rack, we can turn dried smoke leaf and sticks into smoke leaf pipes. Tea boiling technology for research. We can research tea boiling. The smoke leaf plant might have another use. If we boil the raw leaves to get rid of the toxins, it could make a refreshing tea beverage. The 20 raw smoke leaf is 5 teas. We can make tea out of the tea balls, so I guess we don't need to worry about making tea out of smoke leaf. They are fighting amongst themselves. That's fine, we'll leave them be. We have herbivores and carnivores here. And they don't seem to attack us. Oh, you're bleeding as well. You were wounded too. A pair of you are wounded. Interesting. They're both gonna bleed out. We have okay, people are sleeping. Okay, sleep. Hang on, who's left over? Vivian, you're doing a scavenge. Okay, Vivian doing a scavenge over here. Non-edible smoke leaf. You can plant smoke leaf as well. Smoke leaf prefers silt, so then nothing's great here. Prefers silt. We also have branch cactus. Prefers silt, still 50 to 75. T-ball trees. Prefers silt. Grasses and bushes and trees, etc. A lot of stuff seems to prefer. No, the palm trees prefer clay. Hungry? There's food. There's plenty of food here. Eat the damn food. Can I cook the tea balls in any way, shape, or form? Hot drinks? No. Quick recipes. So we need to make a way to get veggies. Meat soup is going to be a problem because Canada doesn't eat meat. Maybe the succulents give me something we can use? What are we researching at the moment? The tall cactus over there, and the tall grass over here. Okay. You know what, folks? Dawn of the third day. We'll call it there, and next time, hopefully, we'll carry on with our little town. What is our? Do we know what our winning survivor portraits, work areas, orders, resource bar, resource amounts, tamed animals, manage? Do we know how much we actually need to win? Don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye bye.